Alright, so I thought I would give you guys an update. I cut out all the holes here for the speakers and the ports, and I kind of ran into an issue I wasn't thinking, but yeah, if you have a look right there, those speakers are kind of bumping up against this. So that's kind of an issue. I was actually hoping to have this completely sealed back here, having another section of wood that goes straight across. That way this board here is completely sealed from the rest of the box, although I guess this is going to make the seal. I don't know. We'll see. Because as you can see, that's butted up pretty close to the edge right there. I can't make it go up any higher than that. So I'm not really sure what I want to do there yet. But besides that, it doesn't look too bad. I guess this can make the seal, although I'd have to put a bunch of silicone around the wires and stuff. I don't really want to do that. I might be able to get a thin piece of board that goes from here straight across to make the seal. That way this is completely separate from the rest of the box. Because I want to be able to pull this out and not have it to affect the inside. I don't know. I gotta think this one over, but yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I'll show you the layout. Didn't turn out the plan. There's a couple issues that I do not like. As an example, the control knobs are way too close here, and this is way too deep. But yeah, I'm gonna have to just leave it. I am going to lift the board up just a little bit higher. I'm going to use one of these sheets that will go straight out a bit, so there will be an edge there, and hopefully that will solve things a little bit from the knobs being too close to the bottom here, but it's still going to be pretty close to the side. You can still adjust it, so you know, it's just me that's dealing with it anyway, so I really don't care. If it was anybody else, then yeah, I'm sure they would care. But yeah, that's the design. Actually looks fairly good. The ports, they just slide right on in. They are a little loose, but that's fine because I'm going to be putting a seal around it anyway. Same thing goes with all of this, but that one's holding. I still need to check the wood stain now, since I got scrap pieces all over the place. I'm going to be testing that to see how well it'll actually look, and yeah, go up against that. Hopefully those two will match, because that is going to go on there, and that will go on there, and also the top right around that, so hopefully it matches. Now, in this video, I'm going to be doing or soldering the VU meter. I do have a speaker to line level converter already on that board itself. I do have a second one, which I might end up using for the subwoofer. So I do have another VU meter coming. I'll explain all this after, but first I need to find out if this one's going to work first. If it does, that's going to be awesome. I'm going to have some VU meters. I'll have two of them attached to the Boombox stereo. This was something else I picked up from Banggood. This is actually supposed to kind of insulate the ground for auxiliary in. It's usually meant for a vehicle. I was going to use it on this project, but it seems like everything's good. I fixed the common ground issue and there's no noise whatsoever. So technically this is kind of useless, but I could use it somewhere else in another project. But hey, quick note, if you look at the board right there, it's really dirty. I don't understand why all these PCB boards I buy from Banggood end up really freaking dirty like this. They don't clean them. It's almost like somebody's picking their nose and wiping all over everything. It's gross. Wouldn't surprise me if this one's dirty. We'll find out. Let's have a look. Make sure everything's in here first. Now, I'm not going to install everything. I'm only going to go partial. This one here, all the SMD components have already been soldered on here. I did have another board like this that was a little bit longer, and you actually had to solder all the SMD components. I did that, but there were some issues going on with it. I wasn't really sure what the issue was, but some of the segments and the display itself wasn't working properly. I thought it was some of the components that I placed in there, but it all led up to the IC not working properly. So I threw the thing out. I shouldn't have. I should have just took some of the parts off of it. But yeah, hopefully this one's not going to be that problem. But I've had it for over a year, so I wasn't able to just bring it over or send it back to Banggood. But my plan is I'm going to honestly get rid of these buttons here. They will be desoldered, but I'll leave them on there for now. I want this as flat as possible. So this right here, hold up here. Let me show you. One of these will be kept. I'm not really sure which one's the front face. This looks to be the back, so this is the front. So this will go in the wood itself, about the same length as or the same height as the wood from the outside. So that way you can see the display. But that's about it. It's still going to feel flush from the outside. So yeah, I'm going to keep this, but the rest of these here I'm not going to be using. I have no use for them. Wow. The only thing I got to solder on here is the USB and display parts. The last one I did, there's a lot more to solder to. Huh. Yeah, this is just as crummy as the last one I got. I think I threw it out. That one's a little different than the last one too. Okay, well, anyway, I guess. Oh, this is nice. These are actually says red and these should be blue. Yeah, they said blue. What I will be doing, however, is having pins. So I'm going to put some pinouts here. We do have R, G, L. G is common ground, L is left, R is right, and then we have ground and voltage. So we have 5 volts in, which is good because that's what my buck converter's at. I may actually change my buck converter from the charger to this, and I do have a 24 volts to USB car charger that I might use for the charger itself. But yeah, let's go ahead and stick these in. There is a direction. There should be anyway. Oh yeah, there's positive and then there's negative. Kind of see a little mark right there, negative, positive. Stick these in and positive right there. And yeah, that's positive too. Not much of a DIY. It's a lot more complicated stuff than this. Oh yeah, some of these are bent in. It's already being a pain in the butt to get in there. Come on, you can do it. All right, so this is the part where I'm going to mention what I'm doing. You can see that this here, I guess this is left. That means Either way, it doesn't really matter. I'd have to flip it the right way, but we'll just say this is the right-hand side and this is the left-hand side. Now I'm going to have another one just like this that'll be on the side. So let's say this right here is the fan, the intake of that stereo boombox. This right here will be one of these, right? VU meters on the right. There'll be one on the left as well. So you got your VU meters like this. So we have two lines here, left and right. What I'll do is the left hand edge side here for this side right here will be the left channel. So left speakers for the left here. And then this one here will be the right channel. So that would be here. Here would be here. So the middle, this one, right, that'll be here. And also right here will be used for the subwoofer. So we'll actually have three line levels. So the two that are closer to the middle of the fan will be going up and down together, while these ones will be complete opposite of the subwoofer. So you kind of get the idea of what I'm trying to do. That's my theory anyways, what I'm wanting to do. Hopefully it works out well. Find out when I put this in, I'll get that board ready and we'll have a look. I personally like VU meters. And I like digital ones too, so this would be pretty awesome. And since the switches here are together, I'm going to end up having these switches connected to the other ones as well. I might actually have to put a diode or something between that way. If there is any voltage here, it doesn't send it to the other board there and cause some problems. So I'm going to have to build some protection for that if there's any voltage going through it. Should be a little bit of something, right? This is going in quite easy. That's nice. Wow, that was really easy. Yeah, let's flip you over. And I'll just grab my soldering iron. Start it up. Solder. I'm going to tack one pin on each, and then I just want to make sure this is nice and straight. I don't want it to look crooked. That would annoy me. Yeah. The heck. There we go. Get into this one as well. Let's see how not straight this is. It's actually not too bad. They're fairly straight together. Not bad. That's fairly straight. Sorry, I'm really picky when it comes to having things perfect or not perfect. Yeah, that's not bad. That'll do. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this together. Alright, so I got a bunch of pinout stuff here. Just wanted to double check, make sure everything is good. And from the looks of this, and I didn't really do a good job of that. But hey, as long as it works, it's all that matters, right? I am going to test that and double check because I do not want to reverse power on this at all. That'd be really silly. Okay, so let's just double check this wire to make sure that it's good. Yep, it's good. Alright, so we do have the right direction. I will unplug you. You will plug directly into this board. Now for the audio side of things, let's plug you on in. Gray will be ground. I guess purple is going to be left. Actually, no, it'll be right. And well, right is going to be white, or left is going to be white. Now I just got to connect that to this cable, which will go into my phone. Green will be ground. So that will be black. And I have another alligator clip. Hey, I got another yellow one. All right. So you were going to go to red. This is just a temporary test, and I'm really going to test it on the stereo. I just want to make sure that this thing works first. There we are. And then you're going to go to a splitter, a better splitter. One that works. The other one I tested, I don't even know if this one does it, but the other one I tested, oh, yeah, the other one I tested didn't work properly. I'll use a better one. And then I'm in the headset. Case is in the way. There. All right, let's see if this thing works. Here we are. I'm not getting anything out of it. What's up with that? There's audio now. I don't get what that's for. I don't get that either. Time to see if it'll work on that Boombox. Hopefully it will. It's all hooked up now. Hopefully it works. We'll find out here right away. Oh, could help turn you on. Oh, it looks a little better. Oh, that's much better. Look at that. Oh crap, I turned off the phone. Ah. Alright, there we go. It's playing. Hell yeah. Alright, so the bummer about this is I'm going to have to buy another one of these too for the woofer. Great, so this is going to take a little longer. Alright, well, now I know that I need to buy another one of these suckers here too. Looks good. Anyway, I'm gonna play around with this thing off camera and try to figure it out. By the time I should figure it out, I'll know a little bit more about it and how that VU meter works. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. See you on the next one when more stuff comes in, and we'll go from there. So please rate and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.